Right, hello everyone. So another quickie reading today. I got one more to do, which will be next Saturday. So this one again, I looked for it on my Chris Clan playlist. I don't think I did it, so I'm gonna do it. OmegaCon. OmegaCon is a gaming and anime convention held annually in Charlottesville, Virginia. Chris attended on Saturday, 29th of August, 2015. So about 11 years ago. By all accounts, this was his first appearance at a convention since Anime Mid-Atlantic in 2005, which I think I did that one. I do think I did Anime Mid-Atlantic. Let me just have a look. I'll wait for that to load up. 2015. On August 29th, Chris announced on Facebook at hashtag OmegaCon 2015, totes hashtag BassCannon, the audience at hashtag cosplay contest. It's a lot of hashtags. This was accompanied by a couple of photographs. It is not known who took these photographs, but apparently Chris went alone, so he might have just gave someone to his phone to take his photograph of. Let's have a look. Well, first let's see. Yeah, we did this. We already did this. So this is him in his crappy cosplay, whatever the fuck that is meant to be. So someone on Twitter provided another pose. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, this was in the hall. I'm guessing. Yeah. The crudely drawn on shit looks like 10 sizes too small as always. Somehow Chris has managed to escape his domestic responsibilities to his mother and his dogs to spend the day having fun. Did I miss a little bit? No, I didn't. What William Elliott Waterman mistook the costume as Vocaloid, Chris clarified. Right, let me bring that up. I don't know if that's on the wiki. Vocaloid. I'm not a computer. I am Vinyl Scratch. Oh, that's what it's meant to be. AKA DJ Pone 3. A musical soul with a deep sense into the bass. A slave to the beat and rhythm. You do not program me because I am already programmed in my biological CPU. He's talking gibberish again. Vinyl Scratch is a minor character in the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, who also shows up in human form in the Equestria Girls film series. It's not a film series, I believe it's like a spin-off. Which Chris adores. She cohabits another musically inclined pony named Octavia. Chris has been a fan of this character for some time. He had added 23 videos to a playlist called Vinyl Scratch and Octavia on his YouTube account, and he had made a number of positive statements on Facebook. Vinyl Scratch brings together Chris's interest in music, dancing, and while the children's cartoon doesn't go there, lesbianism. Because of course it fucking does to him. Chris's costume appears to be largely homemade. He is wearing the same purple My Little Pony goggles as he attended with his first Pride Festival in August 2014, and where he maced a GameStop manager or employee. Vinyl Scratch's purple tights are coherently suited to Chris's tucking methods. He had given himself the first terrible blue hair dye job in July. The musical notes on his costume are the wrong way round, because only Chris can get something as simple as that the wrong way round, because he used a flipped image as a reference. He also, rather surprisingly, wearing his famous medallion in public, possibly for the first time since 2010. This is somehow similar to how he cosplayed as himself in the Anime Mid-Atlantic for the sake of self-promotion. This time round, however, he is also promoting the medallions themselves, as they are his hottest eBay item. Chris entered the cosplay contest posing for the contest line and the group photo. His performance was presumably not unlike what the crowds at Impulse Gay Social Club had to put up with over the weekend. So he went to a gay club over the weekend, seriously. A few days later, Chris would reveal that he had finished a 7-week belly dancing course. God, that's going to be horrible to watch. Which undoubtedly influenced his moves. He didn't win, which doesn't seem to have dampened his spirits, although he gave the event a 5-star review on Facebook. Facebook reviews mean nothing, by the way. Same with like Twitter reviews and stuff. Field agents report that Chris has also attended a panel for indie game developers and used the Q&A segment to rant about the trolls and cyberbullies. That sounds like something Cyrax would do. He had handed out his business card to everyone he could and carried his Sonichu amiibo with him in a bag bearing the marriage equality logo and the message "Totes Gay" written in large letters. Okay, so we've got the videos here. Someone posted videos, 7 seconds of Superior's footage. We're not going to look at the videos because we're going to get through this. Chris can be briefly seen in this walkthrough in a small group. Another image of Chris on the stage in the slideshow. Chris also appears in this video in the contest line. I'll put this in the description, by the way. 2016. Chris attended all 3 days of the event in 2016, from the 26th to the 28th of August, due to winning the free ticket last year. According to Kim on Facebook, where Chris tried smoking, this is where Chris started smoking marijuana he had gotten off Bobby Marley. On the 27th, a field agent posted this report, posting live from OmegaCon. Observed him while he sat in the panel. He looked like he was wearing the same thing yesterday. Take this observation with a grain of salt, but during the Q&A portion, he would seem to be more interested when the girl asked the question, looking at them as while they spoke, but didn't do the same when the guy spoke. Like I said, maybe nothing, or he trained himself not to pay attention to men. Flipped and took his hair out when the girl behind him leaned back slightly and made a face, because he's a fucking idiot. Lost him afterwards, and it looked like he left since his car was gone. No idea if he'll be back. Saw him talking to some girl, and it looked like she was uncomfortable, probably by the smell he gives off, which is pretty normal when weirdos try to talk to girls at cons, and not getting the hint to let them go. But he didn't do anything super lulzy, and didn't chimp out on anyone or anything in general. Well, that's good. At least he acted sensible, kind of. The report on the 28th. Chris was playing Pokemon against some 7-year-old and beat him at Pokemon. I don't think he'd beat the shit out of a kid. He shouldn't really be near kids now, because he should be on the sex offenders register for raping his mum, but technically he shouldn't be near kids in general because he's a creep. Didn't act like a shitler kid, but he would cyberately. He wore the same thing for a 3rd day in a row. That's bound to stink now. He had 2 silver rings on his right hand that were connected by blue string. I never noted this about his thinning hair, but I just thought he had a receding hairline. But the top of his hair is pretty sparse and short. An older lady, not the same one in the picture posted here, referred to Chris as Christine and used female pronouns. Chris had a massive binder full of hundreds of Pokemon cards. Saw him later rushing around with what looked like an empty food carton. I don't know, probably trying to find a bin. so he was at a vendor that was across from a tabletop room to buy some Ramune Reeb soda, Japanese soda. The vendor sold Reeb snacks along with Pokemon merchandise, and Chris paid. He was digging in the cooler to find one he had bought, and chuckled to himself while doing it. Well, I hope I didn't buy anything Team Rocket stole. Commenced a fake awkward laugh from the person running the table. This looks so fucking uncomfortable here. Like, I'll just bring this one up because this looks really uncomfortable, and like this one here. So you got references. We got the official site from guessing for the OmegaCon. Is it on the actual thing? Last updated on the 14th of May 2026. Okay, so this is like other enablers, right? I don't know if I'm going to be like reading this, but I probably won't. Right, so yeah, like OmegaCon, the website doesn't exist. It's been taken down. Okay, for some reason these pictures won't load up. There you go. Chris Can in the flesh. Yeah, you're standing in the middle of the room doing nothing, and Jesus. She looks happy to be there, doesn't she? Well, to be fair, anyone that taken a picture of Chris with like Chris's arm forced around you wouldn't be happy to be there. So yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow will be a weekly recap. I'll try and get a video out on TikTok tonight, if not tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be it. I'll see you guys next time.